Okay, so my guest this afternoon on the Sunday Supplement show goes by the name of Leyton Benta. Now, Leyton was born on the 15th of April 1994 in London, UK. He first realized his potential at the age of 6 years old when put under pressure to participate in his school choir for a Christmas performance. He actually, for a Christmas performance at Vickers Green Primary School, where he was directed to take the lead singing in Bleak Midwinter. It was from that point that Leyton had not looked back, and singing became his career and passion. He went on to record his first song, Don't Tease Me, at the age of 9, then creating his first album, Slim, by the age of 16, which went by the name of Think Big, Take Action, wow. Which focused on love and motivation, perseverance, ambitions and goals. During this time, he had to grow to develop his own style and find his true vocal ability, and began to experiment with different sounds and musical materials. Being from a musical family, Leyton was inspired by his mother and father, who were both active in the entertainment sector. His mother was part of a sibling group, the Lawrence sisters from Manchester, who toured the UK performing soul and Motown covers as well as their own material. His father played bass and electric guitar, and from that experience they shared stories and knowledge to encourage and inspire Leyton to learn keys and complement his style. He felt the importance of developing and perfecting a few things rather than everything was key. Rather than everything was key. Always giving 100% to chosen crafts. During a short break from the industry, Leyton worked as a youth mentor in Hackney, London. He used this time with the youngsters to encourage them to see their potential to their chosen paths, encourage them to work towards unlimited opportunities, and helped them build their self-worth. He used his own life experience of bullying and rejection to show that although life can be hard, it can also be rewarding when surrounded by positive influences and hard work, and follow dreams, to be a doer, not a talker, was amongst one of the many inspirational quotations to reinforce inner strength. And I am glad to have on the line Mr. Leyton Benta. Leyton, can you hear me? Yes, loud and clear. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing absolutely blessed, thank you. How are you guys doing?
We are good. Very well, very well. I'm very honoured to
Wonderful.
have you on board on the Sunday Supplement show.
It's a privilege.
And
thank you.
And I thank Vanessa Hyman,
Woo!
for making our introduction, because that was really, really good.
Very thankful.
So Leyton, I've given you the big introduction there. You started at 6 years old.
Age 6, that's where it all began.
Okay, and by the age of 9, you made your first song, Don't Tease Me. How does a 9-year-old come up with a song like that?
It's absolutely funny. I mean, because I was working with also one of my brothers as well, because it was a song that was featured on. So it was something. It was a little feature on the song.
Yeah.
But it also helped to enhance that. This is solidly something that I myself, I want to be a career artist.
Yes.
I want to benefit millions of people around the globe, not just in one place, because I believe that, there's a song to be apprehended for everyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you're from, where you are at in life, but there's always a song for everyone to be appreciated for.
Yes. As they would say, the soundtrack, they say everyone has a soundtrack to their life, right? That they can appreciate and they could empathize with the songwriter and the lyrics in the song. So
definitely,
so that is a very good analogy indeed. So tell me about your first album then, Think Big, Take Action. 16 years old, you created that album.
Oh yeah, literally, I was 16. I wrote, produced, and it was invested with my own money out of my own pocket.
Wow.
There was no handouts. I just knew that, right, with the content that I was coming out, because I was still discovering, right, what is my sound, or what I what is me?
Yes.
What represents Leyton?
Yeah.
So I actually used a software called Fruity Loops on Memories, and it was just discovering sounds, and I pretty much put everything together. It took months of work to get together, and a lot of patience. But I knew with the content I wanted to produce, I didn't want to create commercial stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to create, stuff that is going to be, the unordinary. So it's timeless. I wanted to create timeless memories for people who receive my work.
Yes.
So it does evolve around love. Love is definitely what I represent. It's who I am.
Yeah.
And I believe it's something that, needs to be out in the world solidly, consistently every single day.
Yes.
So I just knew that I wanted to be a leader to represent people around the world that yearn for that love, that feeling, because it was about, feeling at home.
Yes.
And that's where we want to take people. So I knew, right, I didn't know how I was going to do everything. I didn't know what the overall effects was going to be or the outcomes of my work. But I knew that myself, once I put in what I put in, I know I'm going to get a result that's going to bless me because of the honesty and the genuinity, of my music, of what I want to actually impact people with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Yeah. So that was solidly. That's where everything was stemmed from. It's all experiences as well, along with other people's experiences, and just looking out in the world and just looking things beyond what it is.
So was you writing at 16 years old then?
I was writing. Yeah, I started writing actually at the age of 11.
Wow. Okay.
That was the time I started writing. I love writing, honestly.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So you think you found your calling in writing and producing music as well? Because you produce a lot your own stuff, right?
Definitely, absolutely. In the past, I solidly just create my own stuff.
Yeah.
And
you play keys as well, right?
Honestly, I feel at home whenever I'm on the keyboard.
Wow.
It feels amazing.
So obviously you come from a very talented family. Your mother said before
your name rings a bell, Leyton. Your name rings a strong bell to me. If you don't mind me asking, is your mum's name Jasmine?
Yeah, my mum's name's Jasmine. How did you know?
Listen, we're joining the dots here. We're going to join the dots here. I know you personally. Your mum and your dad used to run a football team, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
You're speaking to Slim Brown. He used to be your captain for the football team, and I'm sure you used to come down and watch the games, or even play sometimes. If it's you. It's you.
That's correct.
Yes.
Oh my days.
Slim Brown was your captain at the time when I was down there. Was your captain playing football?
Wow.
And your mum and dad runs the football team. It's the last football team I ever played for.
Oh, you're joking, sir.
Yeah. It's his mum and dad. I knew his name rung a bell to me. I'm just here.
Everything just connects now.
This is just absolutely crazy. Absolutely. And Leyton, it's. I knew you were doing the music from when we were playing football. I knew you were doing it, but I didn't know it would kick off the way it has. And I now know that you've made a few tours around the company. You've done a few sets for yourself around the country.
Absolutely.
So yes, your music is being recognized by the masses, and before long you keep up the good work and the drive, and I'm sure we'll all reach the point. We will all reach the point, and I just want to encourage you even more. Now
that you know who he is.
Now I know who he is now. And to know that the connection was so close many years ago. I mean, I stopped playing football maybe about 5-6 years ago, and it was my last football team. Your mum and your dad was my manager, and it just brings such a warm smile.
Is there anything that your mum and dad can't do? Manage a football team as well?
Yeah, they do. Wow. Well, here's the thing: they're very, very creative beings. I mean, they do a lot.
Wow.
I mean, my dad was also a footballer himself.
Yes,
he's also a golfer. he, what else does he do? Oh my Lord. He's also a chef as well.
Yeah.
Amazing chef. Um, but there's a number of things I can think of.
That is
Honestly,
fantastic. So, I mean, let's just bringing it back to the music, Leighton.
Yes.
You were rewarded with a BEFTA award for the best unsigned artist in 2016, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That was amazing.
so how did that come up? How did that come about then? How did you get nominated for that then?
Okay, well, here's the thing. I mean, all right, so daily, every day, I'm always working towards something, and
Yes.
you never know what effects you're going to get out once again. And suddenly, out of the blue, I received an inbox message from a lady called Dr. Pauline Long,
Yeah.
who is a founder of the BEFTA Awards, which is to do with Black entertainment, film, fashion, and television and
That's right.
arts.
That's right.
And she sent me a message randomly, and then I saw it, and then she said, "Hi, Leighton, I hope you were doing absolutely well. Question, are you signed?"
Hmm.
So I was like, "Oh, wow, that was just out of nowhere." So I replied to her, says, "No, I'm not signed." And then she then mentioned, "Oh, we would like to select you forward for a nomination for the best unsigned artist."
Yeah.
Just like that. And I was taken back, but at the same time, I was very humbled, but I know that I earned that opportunity.
Yes.
It
Yes.
wasn't just given to me on a silver platter. So it linked to a voting process. So I've been out performing, just trying to get trying to raise the vibration, because we only had like a month
Yeah.
to get this voting process going.
Hmm.
So there was a lot of performances and things that I've been selling online and even outwardly, just to breathe the word forward, not only just to vote, but people to know me for me.
Yes.
And so when they understand you as the being, they will understand your art.
Uh-huh.
So it then led to the actual award ceremony, which is all the way in, it was all the way in Mayfair, which was it was based. And not only was I nominated, but I also performed my an original song on that very day too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the song was called "Believe in You," and as soon as that was done, I mean, everybody received me very, very positively.
Hmm.
So as soon as I sat down after the performance, then it came to the my category, Best Unsigned Artist. I didn't know it was going to be the first thing being called out.
Yes.
So, and there was so many people involved with this process. Next thing, boom, the whole adrenaline building is like, and then Leyton Benta. I was like, oh my, like, wow, it was such a honorable moment.
Mm.
So I won that award then. I even won an award this year too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, that was for, it's called the Platinum Star Awards, which is a company called Star People. And that was a global online talent competition based all the way in Miami, Florida.
Yes.
And I came first place out of 66 countries in the world.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
And
Fantastic.
Yeah.
it was amazing because all your hard work truly does speak. It may not speak at the times we think it's going to happen, but it happens in universal timing.
Yeah. What, Leighton, like I said, right, it's like, I mean, you don't really, I suppose, when as an artist, because I know that many artists, they do music not for the rewards, but just for the love of the music.
Yes.
If you ask many artists, they just love music, they love what they do, and if you get recognition for it, then that is an added bonus.
Amen to that.
And I believe that, obviously you're reaping the rewards of your love of the music, because it comes out in everything that you do. I'm reading your bio, and it's just amazing, that, as I said, from where you've come from to the music that you've actually produced yourself, and not funded. I must put that bit in, because you have not been funded. You've had no big record label behind you. You've had no, major sponsor that's putting money into you and whatever. So that, to me, it speaks volume of your hard work and your application. You know?
Thank you so much.
Now,
It's good.
I'll tell you what I want to do now. I want to move on to our, to today now, what's happening today, because you've got a
Perfect.
beautiful song out, and I'm going to play this song here for our listeners now, and then we're going to
Thank you.
talk a little bit about, actually, hold on, let me see, what time
Yeah, we've got 4 minutes before we go for a
Okay,
break.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this song, and then it's going to take us up to the ad break. And then after the ad break, we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about that song, how it comes about, why you did it for charity, the charity involved, and also your projects coming up. So I'm
Thank
going to
you.
play this
Thank you
track
so
now. Stay on the line, and we'll talk again in a little while.
Thank you very much.
Okay. It's called, by the way, in London, it's called Chrysalis Smiles, Mr. Leyton Benta.
Children need a little helping hand. Reach on up so they can hold. Show the world, but we are all the same. Giving our heart to feeling love. Chrysalis smile. This name you need to know. Chrysalis smile. Where it's all about fun. Chrysalis smile. We are the center of our love. No discrimination, but adoration. Give a smile of love. Come together, spread some joy to hearts. We are one. So join today and build a foundation. We all have a voice. Beautiful is what they are inside. Nature never makes no mistakes. Hey, they are our future, so just give them all a chance. And to live carefree, laughing, sharing over laughter. Everybody needs love. Chrysalis smile. This name you need to know. Chrysalis smile. Where it's all about fun. Chrysalis smile. They are the center of our love. No discrimination, but adoration. Give a smile of love. Families keep them close, remind them of their fortune, guide and abide by your needs. Don't be disheartened, for we all can learn. Step by step every day, it's a part of being alive. Chrysalis smile.
Beautiful sounds here.
To know
Leyton Benta, Chrysalis Smiles. Charity single for special needs children. We're going to be talking to him more after the ad break about this single, about the charity involved, much more right here on your Sunday Supplement show.
come together, spread some joy to heart.
Love to spread the message, man. Keep it locked to the Sunday Supplement. We'll be back after the ad breaks with more from Mr. Leyton Benta.
Build a foundation. Even if I say
Got a little
so,
tang of the Michael Jackson's about it,
I
hasn't
don't
it?
want to let you go, even if I
I can hear
say
it.
so.
Hi, this is Aisha Loren, and you're in tune to uniqueradio.org.
Welcome forward 07931343699 gets you through to us this afternoon. We are talking to Leyton Benta this afternoon. Glad to have you join us on the other side. And
Don't you think it's
Yeah.
it's got that song has got a touch of the Michael Jackson? You're like,
Yeah.
We Are the World.
yes,
It's got that
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
to it, hasn't it?
yeah, it surely has. It surely
Beautiful
has.
song, man. Beautiful
Brilliant,
song.
brilliant song.
All right,
Brilliant
let's just play the last few seconds of it, and then let's get Leyton back on the line.
song. Sure.
Oh, the world, we are beautiful. Yeah. Chrysalis smile.
Chrysalis Smile.
All arranged and produced by Leyton Benta.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, Leyton,
Hey.
tell us about how this Chrysalis Smile came along, man. It's a beautiful song, man.
Thank you so much. Right. So how this all started. Okay, so I was actually out in South Carolina for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And I had I was just composing some music at the time, and then I had a message once again through Facebook, through a guy who I have known for a very, very long time. His name's called Bill Mustafa.
Yeah.
And we've not actually really been in contact for such a long time, but he only recently just got in contact with me. And then he sent me a message just out the blue saying, "Hi, Leyton, I hope all is well with your music. I just wanted to put forward like, little promotion forward,
Yeah.
proposal forward. And we would like, if possible, if you could write a song for a special needs charity called Chrysalis Coin." I was like, wow. So, and here's the thing, right? So he just brought that to my attention because I was actually writing a song around children at that time.
Yeah.
But there's no coincidence as he presented something forward to me, and I was automatically already interested in writing and composing a song for it.
Wow.
So it's definitely is to do with special needs children and people with disabilities, disadvantages all around the world. And it's also to help, redefine what is possible through many different kinds of adaptive sports, so that it's basically to build forward the improvement quality of the life for children with physical and cognitive disabilities.
Yes.
So we want to bring the equality in our youth, despite the differences, because we are all one, we are all connected, and we all deserve that projection.
Definitely.
So I got connected with a producer actually who was in South Carolina. So how it started off, I composed the music first on a keyboard, wrote the song, and then I brought it to this producer's attention because I felt, he had a certain skill that I loved.
Yes.
His name is called Brandon Hobbs, aka B33 Beats, just want to big him up. And so we got connected. As soon as I got back to London, then he started producing on his side. So we was going back and forth quite a few times through email and also on WhatsApp. And then it took a good few months to get in the studio as well to start recording. I knew with this song, it wasn't, as long as it was, as much as it was for a charity,
yes,
I was thinking bigger than the charity, because the charity is the center of everything. But what's going to encircle everything is a matter of, you don't settle for less, because you know that with this song, this can really, by God willing, this can really influence and change people's lives here.
Yes.
Because we've already been getting some amazing feedback from New Zealand.
Okay.
New Zealand, Newcastle, America, London, many places, Paris. So this is spreading quite widely in such short little time.
Yeah.
So I just knew that everything had to be right before putting anything out. You don't just put anything out just to put anything out.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because it's an impression to the world, and you want to know that with what you're presenting, you want it to be around for a very long time.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you about the charity a little bit, because how is it going to, because this is a crypto coin cryptocurrency charity, right? So it's called Chrysalis Coins with Heart, children's cryptocurrency project. So basically, how's that going to work? Because it's a bit like the Bitcoins, right? Just for our listeners to let them know how this Chrysalis coin works. It says Chrysalis coin is an innovative cryptocurrency deployed on the Ethereum platform that is set to improve and help and support special needs children with cognitive and physical disabilities. With the help of the blockchain technology, Chrysalis proposes to establish cryptocurrency mining operations from where investors can earn a profit while still get to fund and promote development programs for special needs children through sports. And it says initially they intend to use a crypto currency to buy equipment necessary for their operations. And once it is finished, the revenue will be able to maintain, maintain programs for the children and, fund the sports activities as well. So it's kind of like a dual pronged, you can make money off it while helping the charity, which is a win-win really, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it pretty much, it's more of a technical way of going about it, but it pretty much results to the same, the same purpose.
Yes, because, as much as people are charity minded, sometimes, as human beings, we do look at, what am I going to get out of it? What am I investing my money in? Am I going to, so it's human nature later, let's not fool ourselves that people will help charity or whatever, but only so far. But if they believe that they are saving themselves and plus helping the charity at the same time, then they are more likely to buy into it.
Leyton, did the charity contact you, or did you contact the charity to put it out?
Oh, they contacted me, but it was actually, here's the thing, everything was pretty much on the down low. And because there was a guy who got in contact with me, so the company was not expecting me to come out with a song. They was not expecting me to come out with a music video. So this was pretty much under the radar. So it's to help, because here's the thing, right? Because they didn't even expect like an artist would bring stuff, would do this for them.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. But I wanted to actually surprise them and only give so little forward until the results actually came to life. But the main person who knew was a guy called Bilal Mustafa. He's the one who directly contacted me regarding this project. I just had to say to myself, right, I'm going to, make it much more. We've got to really think big here.
Sure.
Sure. And we want to raise this company to be, large, because everybody is yearning for that reach. They need. It's like there's so much suppression in the world, and we need to find ways to unravel, children's minds, the whole fear behind, because we're in a world of fear, unfortunately, with how society and everything gets involved. So me as a love vessel, and what I'm bringing forward to this project and to the world is, to help break the cycle.
Sure.
And as I said, when you start putting forward your mark into something, you have to really trust and believe in it, not just to do it, because you have to be very attached to what you're about to give forward. Because once it's out there, you can't get it back.
Absolutely. Okay, so I know that we're running out of time, Leyton. So what I want to get to now is what's coming up? What can we expect from you in the future? I mean, what's your current projects going on at the moment? Apart from the Chrysalis, obviously, I know that you've just bought this Chrysalis Smile track out, and is that going to be part of an album, or is it just a one-off single just for a charity, or are you working on other stuff? What are you working on?
This is going to be part of my album, but I'm currently working on my album.
Okay.
And that's going to be coming out next year. There's no specific date yet, because I'm already, because I'm my own manager and investor, you have to kind of restore on your finances and, and set a certain time when you would like to achieve, get in the studio. So there's, everything comes down to the cost of money, but at the same time, I'm mainly getting my content. I'm always constantly writing every day, because, you can never have too many songs.
Indeed. So the album you hopefully will come out next year, right? 2019.
It's definitely coming out next year.
Good stuff.
Definitely, because I'm already fully focused with focusing on getting this project out, and also what's also upcoming for me. I only know so little information until this lady gets back to me, but it's a TV show. It's for Sky, and there was a lady who saw my music video. and her name's actually Dr. Pauline Long once again, the lady.
Okay. Okay.
And she said it's amazing, and she's going to get her PA to give me a slot on her TV show.
Oh, fantastic!
Wow.
Fantastic!
Great stuff.
And yeah, so this is also very, very big, but that's something under the radar until further information is revealed.
That's all right. Well, you gave us an exclusive on the Sunday Supplement show, so I'm thankful for that. You know, we would hope to get you back on the Sunday Supplement to give us an update on that and other stuff as well. So.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Like I said, especially on this show, we've got the Unique Radio have given us carte blanche to kind of like, go out into the community, help and sort of like gather our own information and sort of present it as we will. We're not doctored by the mainstream radio stations like, what they are. So we need to use this platform for people like yourself to boost and whatever. We had a young man, a counsellor, called Luke. Yeah,
Luke, yes.
And he was on our show, and he really our audience really kind of gravitated towards this young man. He's now a counsellor in our local community and doing great things. Luke Patterson, his name is. But
sweet.
And that's what I said. This is what to me, this is what it's all about. It's all about giving our young men like yourself, like Luke, the platform to come in and show exactly what
can be done,
what our young men are all about. Man.
Yeah.
I 100% feel you on that.
And Leyton, I will be in touch with your mum and your dad after this show, and we'll be definitely having a chat. And I know that they push you very hard and keep you grounded in what you do. All I'd like to say is just to continue with what you're doing, and we will speak definitely further after we come off here and
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, now that we know who you are, mate, there's no hiding place for you anymore. So
no time to hide. We've got to get out there.
Okay.
Yes,
And so, Leyton, could you just give our listeners the links of where they can find you? How can they buy this music? How can they buy Chrysalis Smiles, for instance?
Okay, everybody, for those that are tuning in right now, you can find Chrysalis Smile on all music distributional platforms such as Google Play, Amazon Prime, iTunes, pretty much on everything, every sort of musical distribution you can think of. You can find that on there. Doesn't cost a fortune. But we definitely appreciate the support from the public, guys. We have to raise this awareness forward.
Yes.
Along with new music content that's going to be coming out as well. Because I'm here to, once again, be an icon. I'm a working icon. Yeah.
And we must reiterate that point. It's not only supporting you as an artist; it's supporting the charity that is, doing things for special needs children, which often get overlooked. We know the thing about government funding. At the moment is really down, so we need to support these sort of things that are supporting the charity special needs children and things like that.
That's it. We need that awareness out. Literally, there's no sleep when it comes to trying to make some form of good the influence.
Yes.
That change.
So tell us now about how people can get in contact with you.
Okay, so on my Facebook, you can find me at Leyton Benta, which is LeytonBenta Legacy. So you can find the fan page on there. Instagram is Leyton_Benta Legacy. And you can find on Twitter, Leyton B Legacy, and YouTube. Please subscribe, guys. If you're on YouTube, it's Leyton Benta Legacy. You can find me on that.
I'll be subscribing straight after the show.
Appreciate it. Can I say one last thing?
Yes, you can, sir.
I just want to say a few shout outs to people who've been part of this project, of this movement. Okay, so first of all, I want to thank the amazing producer, Brandon Hobbs. God bless you. Thank you so much. I want to thank Anton Lewis, who was the audio mixing engineer.
Yeah.
I also want to thank Chris Critchlow, who also helped me to get the studio at Google UK.
I know that name, Chris Critchlow.
Chris Critchlow, Genesis. Chris Genesis?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Definitely.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's a great guy. For the music video, I want to thank Adrienne McKenzie, great videographer. I thank her so much. I want to thank the two photographers, Cameron and Aaron Williams. I want to thank once again Vanessa for getting me in touch with you.
Yes. Yes.
I want to thank Colette Noel, who also helped with a location based in Acton at the Everyone Active Center. And also want to thank a lady, Annie King, and a guy called Max and Will Eason, who also helped with the location in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So, oh my word, a makeup artist, Ronnie Alley.
Not forgetting
many
the makeup
names.
artist.
Yes. Yeah. Indeed. So, Leyton, like I said, we've taken up quite a bit of your time, but it's been an absolute
That's okay.
pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on board.
Thank
this
you very
afternoon.
much for having me. I
No.
really appreciate it.
No problem at all. Like I said, I've been speaking to the boss here, Mr. Mikey Coos, about getting your video featured on the website, and
Thank you so much.
getting a link to your Facebook page, so at least so people could contact you and whatever. Because as I said, we like to support here at Unique. We like to support things that are positive for our community, and this is certainly one of those things.
Thank you guys
All
ever
right.
so much for this opportunity.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, Leyton. Have yourself a fantastic week, my friend, and good
You
luck with the
too.
single. And we
Thank
will
you.
definitely, I'll be downloading, even though you sent it to me, I'm going to download it again anyway. So,
Thank you so much, guys.
Alrighty. Thank you very
stay blessed,
much.
Leyton. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
All the
LTD
best.
family.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
What an inspirational.
What a great,
May I tell you?
great interview that
Oh
was.
my goodness, inspirational.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I just wish him to continue his good works, and I hope he gets further than he expects. You know what I mean? I hope everything becomes fruitful for him.
Yes. And